I thought I would take a minute and show you how the Cosmic Portrait System works for weddings. We have a wedding portrait up right now, some stock images. Hitting letter B to bring up borders. First one we're going to look at is a mask-based image. And with all our as with all our borders, the color editor and graphic list editor come up automatically. With the text, you can come in and quickly change to something you might find a little bit more appropriate. And I'm going to go with default on the character spacing. It's set at 45% opacity. We'll leave it at that, see how that works. These photos are all, as you can see, cropped really tight on the top. And we'll go with that composition. It starts with the default blue in the background. I'm going to sample her dress to see how that looks. Sample a little bit darker area. Sample his tie or his collar. I like that. We could have also gone in and selected a color or modified the existing. The frame that goes around the image, we can also call that color. I'm going to start with a blue, light blue, see how that works. Of course, we can always come back and change it. The Cosmic Portrait System utilizes the graphic list editor and over 59 layers, including lighting layers, which we'll take a quick look at first so you can get an idea of how those work. They come in at different increments. That's at 22%, 35%, and so on. Then also there's a lighting layer that comes around each corner. And then we have graphic overlay effects cut into each corner, as you see here. That's corner number 1, starting from the left bottom. And then corner 2 will be the bottom right. And those proceed all the way around the composition for 3 and 4. Then last we have a frame graphic. Again, that increases in opacity. Or you can turn off altogether. We're going to turn it off for now. Let's take a look at the graphic overlay backgrounds. I click through these rather quickly. You can always use your pause button to get a better idea of what these look like. They'll change dramatically when I start to work with the lighting layers. I just want to go through all of them fairly quickly here. Okay, and then we've got a no background setting, which is actually fairly interesting. If you want to do something clean, you could come in and just add some lighting or some corner layers to get a very nice effect if you'd like. Anyways, we'll go back to our graphic overlay layers and pick one out. There was one I liked, I thought worked particularly well. Call it the Racer. There we go. I think that has a nice feel and composition in relation to the composition of the photograph. Let's bring in some lighting layers. Now the frame is jumping a little bit for me in terms of the blue. So I'm going to come in and work with a different color. Try something a little bit more subtle. It's dark gray. See how that looks. That's working for me. This is a mask-based single image. The complete set of the 8x10 verticals includes 7 formats, including green screen. I'm going to jump into the green screen real quick, show you how that works. Get a green screen image. Then we'll again correct that text. Give it a full date. Go with default spacing. And do the same thing we did in the other file. Do a little composition work here. And take a look at some options with our color. darken that a little bit. And do something with our frame. This time I'm going to go for sort of a dark gold. See how that looks. It might be atrocious, but it's always fun to see what happens. Interesting, actually. Okay, graphic overlay layers. I'm going to go backwards this time. I like that one. Come in with your lighting layers. And that gives you a strong idea how the green screen version works. Included with the formats with the green screen, there's a inset image, a mask-based inset image on the left, then on the right. Then we have a 4 image version, and then the mask-based with an inset image to the left and to the right. I cancel that. I've gone ahead and once you've saved or once you've created your file, you can just save it with editing options. Make it editable. It appears up at the top. And so I've gone ahead and saved versions of all of those, and I'll go through it very quickly. There's a green screen. As you can see, it comes up and asks me if I want to edit the image. Once you've got your shoot established, all you have to do is just drop in the next subject, and all the layers that you've set will stay the same. As you can see, each time it's coming up and asking me if I want to edit or I just want to go straight with what I've got. Again, go ahead and use your pause button. We also have the JPEG samples available. And this will have the inset image to the left. And this will be the inset image to the right with mask-based images. And the 4-up image. You can go into the setup interface and further customize all of our files, but this gives you a pretty good idea of what you can do just in the workshop interface alone.